eBay is hijacking your listings. Hello there. So how many times do you think eBay try to redirect your buyer away from the listing, the one that you spent time crafting, photographing, and you may have even paid them to promote it? Go on then, drop how many times you think, your guess, in the comments now. Warning to sellers and buyers on eBay UK. So now you've dropped your guess in the comments. Brilliant, nice one. Now let's actually show you how many times eBay really redirects buyers away from your listing. And it's a spoiler. It's not just once or twice, or is it 5 times? So I'm going to break this down step by step and see how this impacts both sellers and buyers. Because if you thought your listing was your space, well, no, eBay's got other plans. So a buyer's clicked and the first thing they see is a sponsored listing for somebody else's shop, followed up straight below by similar items from other people just below your pictures. So we're nowhere near any item specifics or description, but they're going to inspire your buyer by what else they've viewed. It could be a back scratcher, a cat, or even a van. So maybe eBay thinks you as a buyer's got it wrong and you're actually looking for something similar because that's next on the list. Don't forget, you may like this, and that's what eBay is saying before you've even seen the description or the item specifics of the item that you chose to click on. On the next scrolling down, eBay decides to reword it a little bit in case you didn't understand what they previously said and says, look at these that are now influenced by your recent views. So eBay is a shopper's paradise, a buyer's dream, and look at all the items there's more of them, just like this one. But as a seller, you want people to buy your item, not leave and go and buy someone else's. Well, it's not quite the thought police, but maybe they have aspirations to be it, because eBay is now going to think for you, because the next section is, we think you will like. Now, eBay think you need to buy this with something else, but as long as it's sponsored from somebody else, we're frequently saying that these items are brought together. So if you are buying this one, buy this one that we're going to make more money from. So we're now hitting double figures on one eBay listing. And now eBay are going to channel the inner explorer of the buyer and say, explore these related items. At least they are saying these items are sponsored. Maybe they don't want a PI claim down the line to say, well, we didn't tell the buyer we were getting a big cut from this. But that is just my thought. So in case you missed the sponsored items earlier in your scrolling, there's now more sponsored items for you. So if they didn't channel the Door of the Explorer in you from the previous Explore These Items, here's a few more to explore. So now on Lucky 13, how are they rating similar customers? Have they got access to your webcam and looking at you and saying, well, they look similar? Well, similar customers also bought this. Go and buy one. So maybe after 13 attempts of trying to redirect a potential buyer away from this seller's listings, eBay go, well, we'll show you what else this person's got to sell. So if the buyers scroll past the previous other items that you've got for sale, then they can go and find similar. So eBay are not giving up on sponsored items. So if you have paid to sponsor, you know where they're being put, and they're being put in other people's listings. So they're going to say, come on, find more sponsored items. No, this is not me duplicating the previous one. It starts again. It's like repeat cycle from a Groundhog Day or Tom Cruise movie. It is yet more find sponsored items. So there it is, 16 redirect attempts. Yes, 16 on one single listing. Wow. So if you're a buyer, just pause and think, how many times did eBay try to get me to buy something else? And more importantly, why did they do that? Is it about choice or is it about pushing promoted listings? Now, if you're a seller, go and take a look at one of your own listings. Count the distractions, count the redirects. then ask yourself, is this giving buyers options, or is it just more proof of eBay's pay to sell operating model? Now, that is something we all need to discuss and we need to bring out into the open. So drop your findings in the comments. Let's see how many redirects you spot and what do you think about it.